And good morning, collectives, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I'd certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions, okay? So I'm sure you all are very excited today as the World Series events is scheduled today. Actually, the third series between um, Philadelphia in Houston. Okay. So what I like to do is to first of all, I'm going to spare you of the details surrounding these two teams, but I just like to go on and just give you a quick reading just to see who will be the victor. Okay. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go on and just shuffle up my baseball cards today in order to illustrate your reading. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like this reading, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share it with others to whom you think might benefit, and certainly send me over your comments. I certainly like to see what you have to say in regards to this situation here. Very competitive situation, okay? The game was scheduled to occur on Halloween, but of course the rain here in Philly prevented it from happening. So, Spirit, what messages you would have to say in regards to the situation? I'd first like to examine Philly, and Philly's potential, and then I'll move on and just examine what the cards have to say for Houston, okay? Spirit, what messages would you have to share with me in regards to the situation, this competitive situation today? Okay, so we're going to examine the bottom energy here for Philly. We have the legend. Wow. Okay. So I'm just going to pull a few cards and then we're just going to just see exactly what the energies are saying here, whether yes or no, in terms of, who might win here. So I'm just going to flip over a few cards here. That's the bottom. And we have, let's see here. Okay, we have the umpire. Okay. We have, ladies and gentlemen, the 10 of balls here. Okay. And we have the breaks. Okay. So just by looking at this, we're not going to look at this yet. Okay. We're just looking at the negative or positive polarities that are contained within these cards and just simply whether they're a yes or no card here. Okay. So let's start off with the umpire here. This is a yes card, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. A resounding yes card. All right. Then we have the 10 of balls. This card actually is a resounding no card. All right. Then we have the breaks. All right. So this card is a resounding yes. So we have two yeses and one no. All right. So now let's go on and just select some cards, ladies and gentlemen, to see how what the energies are saying here for um, Houston. Okay, we have pull a few cards, 6 of balls here. Okay, and this card just represents the bottom energy, so I'm just going to leave these two up. All right, so now let's pull 3 cards for them. We have, ladies and gentlemen, this we have the 3 of balls here. Okay, we have the coach. All right. And we have, look, the World Series. So it seems that the cards have already answered our question about who's going to win. It looks like it's going to be Houston. Okay. But let's go on and examine these cards here. All right. We have the coach. Okay. With the coach, this is a resounding yes card. Of course, you know the World Series is also a resounding yes card. But we have these 3 of balls here, and that's a resounding no card. So we have pretty much the same dynamics going over here. Both have 2 yeses and 1 no. So which appear to be strongest? you know? I just feel that it looks like that the cards are just giving us a clear-cut answer because of course I live here in Philly. I would like to see my team win, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. So let's go on and examine the reason why here. Okay, and we're gonna examine this from the standpoint of a pitch, which examines the current situation, and then we're gonna move on to the swing, which gives advice, okay, and the probable outcome is gonna be the hit. All right. So let's go on and just get started to get a bit deeper, ladies and gentlemen, into your reading here, so that you can understand what I'm really seeing in terms of what's coming towards you here. Okay. So let's start off by just looking a bit more closely at the situation that Philly seems to be up against here. Okay. Let's start off here. Let's look at these three cards here. We have Justice here, right? Now, Justice is similar to the I'm sorry, the umpire is similar to Justice in tarot. All right, so this represents their current situation, and representing their current situation, that says that you know this card, of course, is all about fairness and it's all about evaluating, the pros and cons of any given situation here. So I'm kind of feeling that a crisis or a conflict surrounds Philly right now, this team, and a crucial decision might need to be made, perhaps in regards to maybe who actually starts first. I'm feeling that it's a lot of competitiveness. It's too great of optimism, I guess, because Philly, you won the last match. I kind of see everyone trying to move beyond frustration and to kind of better work together as a team. But like I said, I see that it looks like a lot of conflict. Okay. And it looks like amends really need to be made in order to move Philly forward like it needs to. Okay. And it could be some type of conflict that with it looks like it could be even fact with this empire here, a conflict that may have been going on, or someone's integrity too. It appears might even in fact be in question here. Okay. Or perhaps the team will be defenseless or feel defenseless and disappointed that the results that they really want they're not going to get, or right, they're not going to win. I'm just feeling. Okay. And then we have this 10 of balls here. So this card is all about making sacrifices here. So we're looking at this from a swing angle. So the best advice based on the circumstances that I'm seeing that's plaguing them, I feel that they're going to have to really surrender negative thinking and embrace acceptance. And I feel that the team will certainly have to act more strategically, and not take too many concerted risks. Okay? It seems that someone can't be trusted, I'm kind of getting here, which is going to cause them to lose. All right? It is possible. It may be even the umpire. All right? And all this team can do is I feel all that I'm feeling the cards are saying is that the team should just try to do the best that it can do here and stop taking this sport too seriously here. Okay? And with that said, I'm kind of getting a strong indication that, as I've said from the ons, I don't see Philly winning, unfortunately. And this card says to Philly, don't give up, you know? It's telling them not to give up because with any 10, it always brings about a new beginning, right? A new beginning always emerges here. So let's look at it from a hit angle here. What's the probable outcome? We do have breaks here, and this is a 10. Okay, it shows movement on to a different situation here and is rather auspicious in its approach. So it says it does show success. It's still within reach here, and it shows Philly that one monkey certainly doesn't stop one show. Okay? I feel Philly will certainly receive good results, but not now. I think it's forthcoming later, you know? Because this card is all about good fortune, it's all about karma, and it's all about knowing that certainly what goes up definitely must come down. So this card is kind of asking Philly, and for those of you who are on that team, to really surrender to being humble and to look at the big picture. Rest assured that another opportunity will indeed arise, which we do have another game that's going to be coming up, which I will be giving another reading to see what the outlook appears to be. Okay? This card is saying stop being so hopeful in advance, so overly optimistic, okay, that you will win, and try to control your behavior because practice certainly indeed makes perfect. You know, continue to practice, continue to put effort as you have been. All right. So now let's go on and just look at what the cards are kind of suggesting for Houston here. We have the six of balls here again, and this is all about a fastball. Okay. So this card certainly shows Houston moving, ladies and gentlemen, from a rather stressful situation. Perhaps this might include working and practicing hard and dealing with all sorts of conflict that comes their way that they've already kind of really taken the time to really prepare to a more enjoyable phase here that I'm kind of getting. Houston seems to have gotten, or they've gotten appropriate rest. I'm getting, and now they're ready to pick up the gauntlet and show what it is that they can do. I feel okay. This team is certainly moving. I'm feeling in a very positive direction, and they clearly know what it is that they want. They're very fearless, and you're going to see that in this game today. They've also taken the necessary steps required. And I feel that while some confusion still lingers, they are, in fact, or they have learned how to get beyond that to really see the truth in matters and to see what's really important in their situation. All right. So let's look at the pitch here. So look at their current situation and just get more into what I'm kind of feeling for them. We have the coach. So with the coach, ladies and gentlemen, it seems that this team has, it looks like, many choices that will need to be made. And this shows them being up for the challenge, even psyched up about what is to come. Okay. They've prepared well, I feel. And while they realize they had setbacks in the past, they know they have the ability, ladies and gentlemen, to be successful. I feel that this card shows that they are protected, and this card is really asking them to really trust in their intuition. It appears that a new coach or a manager might even come into play that would help them with their skills so that they could better navigate throughout this game and to help them master what it is that they need to master. Okay? So let's go on and just look at that next card here and see what the swing is talking about, ladies and gentlemen. The advice here. And we see this very, very welcoming card here for you, Houston. We have the World Series. So it's with no question that I feel you're gonna win. Okay? So, because this card is all about personal power, it's all about actualization, it's all about a pleasant surprise as well as peace. It's all about winning a prize or achieving a victory. So, after a struggle, as this card connects with Saturn, ladies and gentlemen, okay, success certainly is within reach. It shows worldly achievement, ladies and gentlemen, and I feel if Houston truly redoubles its effort and continue to work as a team, all should go well. Okay? Now let's look at the hit here. Now this card is kind of a little challenging here because this is three of balls here. So it can sometimes bring about disappointment. So what I want to do, I want to kind of clarify this situation here by just selecting another card here. Okay. And we're just going to review them both together. We have both the three of balls and we have the coach of balls. Okay. And these cards together are all about shaking off things or just learning new ways, ladies and gentlemen, of thinking. Okay. So things will still be a bit up in the air, I feel, in the end or in the final analysis, but I feel, and there might be delays along the way, but it looks like Houston still is scheduled to win here. It's kind of, this game is going to be close, and it's very difficult for me to even make a prediction here, but I'm just going to go on a step out on a limb. Sorry, Philly. I feel that Philly's team just isn't going to work well with one another because they're trying to outshine one another. I'm getting so much so that it's causing havoc. Okay. And I see someone, maybe conflict that may be going on with some authoritative type figure here. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that certainly ends my reading. But what I wanted to do is to add another dimension to this reading. Let's go on and see how much the win is going to be by. Okay, so I'm going to take out my cards here and ask Spirit, how much will the win be by? Or how many points will Houston win this game? How many points ahead will Houston win? Okay. How many points, ladies and gentlemen? Spirit, guide me to the right card here. You're telling me, Spirit, what? To pick the third card here. Okay, so 1, 2. Here we go here, ladies. Oops. It looks like it might be a 10 to 14 point lead that I'm getting. Okay. A 10 to 14 point lead. Okay. So let's see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. So again, if you've liked this reading, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share it with others to whom you think might benefit, and scoot on over to my website if you like to schedule an appointment. Okay. Enjoy your day. Thanks a lot.